Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and I made a couple of videos in the last couple of days. I'm going to link the most recent one down below. I did it earlier this morning, discussing how the practical limits for most people, pretty much all people other than the two exceptions I listed in the video, is 20 to 30 pounds of drug-free muscle in your life. A few people ask, well, what do we do with our priorities? What do we do with our goals? Oh my God, if we find out that that's all we can get, then what do we need to change? Well, what I'm going to tell you is don't change your purpose, the reason that you started training. Don't change it based upon some goal that you find requires you to do something that you didn't realize it required you to do. And the thing is, people are naive and they don't always know this stuff, but yes, to be impressive by internet standards, you need drugs. Sometimes you need a ton of drugs, not just a little bit, not just a couple $100s a month. You'd be surprised how much it takes sometimes, depending upon your genetics, to impress people on the internet. Well, if you started training because you wanted to be healthy, I'm going to assume if you stayed off of gear, it was for health reasons. You wanted to be healthy and fit. You wanted to be a fit, healthy person who gained muscle, was healthier, felt better about themselves, had more confidence. Well, why do you need to change that based upon a bunch of internet standards? If you gain 20 pounds of muscle and you're decently lean, you're impressive by real world standards. You're going to impress people walking down the street all the time. They're going to tell you you're in shape. Girls are going to notice you're in shape. If you're gay dude, you're going to notice you're in shape. Well, they're both going to notice each way, but you're only concerned about one or the other. So why do you care about impressing a bunch of fucktards on the internet? Why do you care? Why does it matter? This is only internet standards that require you to look like your favorite YouTube fitness people or like a physique model or anyone else in order to be impressive. That's only on the internet. Why do you care what a bunch of losers on the internet think about you? Think about it. Unless you're going to make money off of it. In which case, do what you got to do. But why do you care? If your confidence was based upon impressing people in the real world, you can do that just walking around with 20 pounds of muscle gain and getting a bit leaner. Problem solved. So your health is clearly your priority, because if your health wasn't your priority and you wanted to get really big, you would have already been on steroids. Nothing I said on the internet is going to change that. You would have started using them as soon as you found out that you could trade some health risk for a bunch of muscle. You would have got on them already. It was your health concerns that stopped you. So why should that change based upon that goal? Just because a bunch of fake natties have convinced people that their physiques are obtainable on less than 2 grams of gear sometimes doesn't mean that it should change the reasons that you train. So what should your goals be? Your goal should be to realize that you wouldn't set a goal of flying to a moon without a spaceship. You wouldn't set a goal of winning a NASCAR race on foot. You know, again, if you were really delusional or really young and didn't know that it took a spaceship to get to the moon, or it takes a race car to run a car race, then maybe you didn't know, just like you were new to training and maybe you didn't realize that to reach that physique takes a bunch of drugs. Well, you know it now. So why try to hold on to that goal? Just let go of that goal and realize it was childish and silly. If you don't want to take the health risk or financial expense or the legal risk of using a hefty dose of drugs, then just drop that goal as silly and unreasonable. If your goals when you started were to just be fit, healthy, confident, happy, stick with those same goals. Train because you enjoy training. Train because you enjoy being fit and healthy. Train because it makes you feel better as a person. Why don't you keep that as your goals for training? Because no, you're not going to go and be at the level of these people who might claim to be natty but aren't without drugs. So what? Who cares? Why does it matter? Just be the best you can be if that's your goal. If you just wanted to be the best that you can be, then be the best that you can be and not worry about comparing yourself to other people who might not only have better genetics than you, but almost certainly on drugs and almost certainly on heftier doses of drugs than you probably realize they're on. Don't worry about them. Just be the best that you can be happy, healthy, train, and do it for your own enjoyment and your own improved well-being as a person. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.